Welcome to your Quotes of Wisdom. This time, we'll explore 7 ways to radically revolutionize your life. Whether you are facing personal challenges, experiencing a career downturn, or simply interested in exploring philosophical teachings, stay tuned. We will delve into ancient Stoic wisdom, master the secrets, and reshape the future. This video isn't just a collection of knowledge. We will structure this strategy into a specific order, where you will build a solid foundation of mental clarity and emotional control, helping ensure that each new skill you develop is supported by the previous one, making the journey smoother and more effective. If you're ready to start this journey with us, we encourage you to watch until the very end, as we will guide you through these valuable insights step by step, offering practical actions that you can start applying immediately. If you value our content and style, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. Let's get started. Way number 1. Prioritize inner peace. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, stated, "Happiness is a good flow of life." Renowned for his establishment of Stoic philosophy, Zeno lived from 334 BCE to 262 BCE. This method addresses the chaos and distractions we face in modern society, where the quest for material success often overwhelms our sense of inner calm. Prioritizing inner peace grants us short-term relief from stress and long-term emotional stability. To prioritize inner peace, take these actions. Action 1. Dedicate 10 minutes every day to meditation or deep breathing. This is especially helpful during moments of high stress at work or home. Action 2. Set clear boundaries between your personal and professional life by limiting work-related tasks during your personal time. Action 3. Practice detachment by reminding yourself that material success doesn't equate to happiness. Inner peace leads to a more balanced and harmonious life, allowing us to remain calm amidst external chaos. Way number 2. Practice self-control. As Marcus Aurelius once observed, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Renowned for his philosophical writings, and as the Roman emperor who upheld Stoic principles, Marcus Aurelius lived from 121 CE to 180 CE. This method helps us tackle impulsive reactions to challenges and frustrations. In today's fast-paced world, we often encounter situations that provoke emotional responses, whether at work or in personal relationships. By practicing self-control, we gain immediate clarity and focus, while long-term benefits include emotional resilience and better decision-making. Since this way requires daily practice, aim to reflect on your actions each morning for at least 10 minutes to review any emotional triggers and plan how to handle them. Remember, consistency is key to building this strength. Also, avoid rushing through this process. Genuine reflection takes time. To master this skill, take the following actions. Action 1. Whenever you feel an emotional reaction building, pause and take a deep breath before responding. This can be especially effective during high-pressure moments at work. Action 2. Practice journaling in the evening to reflect on how you handled emotional triggers during the day and how you could improve. A few minutes each night is enough to make a lasting impact. Action 3. Set reminders to check in with your thoughts and emotions at regular intervals throughout the day. This ensures you're consistently aware of your internal state. By mastering self-control, you'll not only improve your relationships and decision-making, but also become more grounded and calmer in the face of life's challenges. Way number 3. Accept what you cannot change. As Epictetus famously stated, we suffer not from the events in our lives, but from our judgment about them. Known for his teachings on inner peace and self-discipline, Epictetus lived from 55 CE to 135 CE. This method helps us deal with situations beyond our control, such as loss or failure. In today's society, we often struggle with accepting unfavorable outcomes, which leads to prolonged suffering. To overcome this challenge, take these actions. Action 1. When things go wrong, remind yourself that resistance won't change the situation. This is especially helpful when dealing with professional setbacks. Action 2. Reflect on past experiences where acceptance helped you move forward. Action 3. Surround yourself with people who encourage healthy detachment from uncontrollable situations. By mastering this method, you'll reduce unnecessary stress and develop greater inner peace. Way number 4. Embrace change. Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This principle addresses the fear of change and the anxiety it brings. In modern life, we face constant shifts in work, technology, and relationships. Embracing change allows us to adapt swiftly, leading to short-term peace of mind and long-term personal growth. And to manage change, follow these actions. Action 1. When faced with unexpected events, ask yourself what's within your control. This mindset shift can prevent overreaction, especially in professional settings. Action 2. Accept uncertainty as a natural part of life by practicing mindfulness during times of transition. Action 3. Schedule regular self-assessments to track how well you're handling changes and where you can improve. By mastering change, you'll become more resilient and open to new opportunities, enabling constant growth. Way number 5. Live with purpose. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. This approach counters the feeling of aimlessness many of us experience in modern life, whether in our careers or personal pursuits. Living with purpose gives us clarity and direction, leading to immediate motivation and long-term fulfillment. To live with purpose, follow these actions. Action 1. Define your core values and align your daily actions with them. This clarity is essential when making decisions in both personal and professional contexts. Action 2. Set achievable short-term goals that reflect your long-term aspirations. Action 3. Regularly review your progress and adjust your goals as needed to stay on track. By living with purpose, you'll feel more confident and energized to take on life's challenges. Way number 6. Cultivate gratitude. Seneca wrote, "Nothing is more honorable than a grateful heart." Seneca, famous as a philosopher and statesman, lived from 4 BCE to 65 CE. Gratitude counters the toxic cycle of constant dissatisfaction. In today's world, it's easy to focus on what we lack, whether it's in our careers, possessions, or relationships. By fostering gratitude, we experience immediate improvements in mood and long-term fulfillment. To implement gratitude, take these actions. Action 1. Each morning, write down 3 things you're thankful for, which can be as simple as having good health or supportive friends. Action 2. Express gratitude directly by thanking someone in your life. This is most effective when done face-to-face or with a heartfelt message. Action 3. Avoid comparing yourself to others by actively focusing on your personal progress. Gratitude transforms our perspective, helping us lead happier and more contented lives. Way number 7. Practice compassion. Seneca once said, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." This principle addresses the harshness and competitiveness present in today's world. By practicing compassion, we build stronger connections with others and cultivate short-term goodwill and long-term community. To embody compassion, take the following actions. Action 1. Perform small acts of kindness daily, such as offering help or words of encouragement. This works well in both personal and professional settings. Action 2. Practice empathy by putting yourself in others' shoes before reacting to their actions. Action 3. Avoid harsh judgment by acknowledging that everyone is fighting their own battles. Compassion not only strengthens your relationships but also enhances your emotional intelligence and overall sense of well-being. Now, you may be wondering why we've structured these 7 ways in this specific order. Let's break it down. We start with prioritizing inner peace, because everything begins with a calm and clear mind. Without inner peace, it's difficult to focus, make decisions, or control our emotions. From there, we move to practicing self-control, which builds on that peace by helping you regulate your responses to life's challenges. Once you've mastered self-control, the next step is learning to accept what you cannot change. This frees you from unnecessary stress and frustration over things outside your control. Now that you've developed internal strength, it's time to embrace change, allowing you to adapt to the unexpected and grow from it. After accepting and adapting, you're ready to live with purpose, directing your energy toward what truly matters in your life. Cultivating gratitude follows naturally, as recognizing what you have and what you're working towards keeps you grounded and content. Finally, practicing compassion brings everything together. It's through kindness and empathy that you extend the benefits of your personal growth to others, strengthening your relationships and community. By practicing these ways in this order, you build a solid foundation of mental clarity and emotional control before tackling external challenges. This sequence helps ensure that each new skill you develop is supported by the previous one, making the journey smoother and more effective. For our viewers, structuring the video in this way means you'll gain deeper insight into how to apply Stoicism step by step. Each method builds upon the last, making it easier to integrate these practices into your life. The progression from internal mastery to outward action mirrors how real personal transformation occurs, starting from within and expanding outward. As you move through this journey, you'll find that each way reinforces the last, creating a comprehensive approach to revolutionizing your life. Thank you for watching our video. We appreciate your time and encourage you to leave a comment below with your thoughts or personal experiences on these topics. Stoicism is a lifelong journey that requires deep personal reflection and consistent practice. By continuing to engage with content like this, you'll deepen your understanding and enhance your Stoic knowledge. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our future Stoicism-related videos. Remember to share this video with friends or family who might also benefit from these insights. Learning together allows you to support, encourage, and hold each other accountable as you review results and grow collectively. Our content isn't just theoretical. We provide step-by-step actions to help you apply these methods practically. Together, let's keep building a better, more meaningful life through Stoic wisdom. We appreciate your support, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. Best of luck on your journey.